Alright, I think we are good and ready to go. Hello everyone, Ragnamune here. Welcome you back to Let's Play Forbidden Memories 2. In between last time where we showed off how to tech, and this time I did a substantial amount of farming. Where are my manners? I should probably show you my win rates. Don't assume that these are indeed proper, because, don't worry, don't assume that these are at all proper, because I've likely done a few state resets here and there to speed up the process a bit. Sometimes I'd take it, sometimes I'd screw up and just say, you know what, I'll take the win and keep going. So probably multiply these particular numbers by, I want to say 10. I only ever did one Mako because I only really need one Regeki. I can get more later. And I actually went out of boredom and farmed some Weevil, and I got some pretty good luck. Despite the resets that I had to do, I got a bit of luck, as you can see here. Insect Queen. I won 2 of these things, and that surprised me. Sure enough, they were back-to-back when I did them, so that was a nice gift. I won a few insects here and there just for the hell of it. But onto what I was actually trying to win here. I went and farmed Keith for this. Dragon Zombie. He has a very nice drop rate. I think it's about 45 on AS. And if you BCD him, it's down to 25, but it's still a decent shot. So, farm 3 of these up because this is the first fusion in the Berserk Dragon chain. And getting this allows you to save one step, just like fusing together Winged Dragon 1 and Fairy Dragon does. So, there you go. That's about the only real change I did. And I also farmed out... I farmed a second Buster Rancher and 2 more Swords of the Soul Eaters, so whenever it gets down to near the end of the game, or the next stage, having ratios of 3 and 2 are going to help me a lot in getting a good starting hand with King of the Skull Servants, because I'm going to be relying on that for a long time. But, let me scroll down here. There it is, 3 Needle Ceilings. So Needle Ceiling is amazing, as this is what Keith drops. You want to farm Keith until you have 3 of these, maybe 2 tops, or a 2 minimum. If you really don't want 3 of these, then at least get a few of these, because or a couple. Couple is 2, few is 3, remember that. Just because you will want at least 2 of these, and hopefully you got a Driving Snow or 2 to go with it to speed up your own farm, because we are able to use Driving Snow and, more importantly, Needle Ceiling to tech even stronger opponents. Specifically, there is one stop we can make immediately, and then we can power up our trap and potentially spell support even further. So there's that. In case you missed it last time, Sword of the Soul Eater boosts a level 3 or lower monster by 1,000 points. Dragon Zombie, and by extension just about every zombie I've got on me, aside from Malice Ascendant here, is level 3. So they can benefit from that, and if they just so happen to have less than 1,000 attack power, like say Pump Princess here, I can slap a Buster Rancher and a sword on Pump Princess and get her out to a decent 3,400 if she happens to show up. Kind of wish I would have farmed more of these to replace the Malice Ascendants, but it doesn't bother me all that much. It's not exactly a mainline strat. I took out Bound Wand, I don't need it. Bound Wand's kind of worthless at this stage. Well, it's worth it if you still need tech material, because it's a generic equip. So it does help to some degree. Anyways, I always rock a hard save usually before I begin. So, we're going to go ahead. We're pretty much going to just get right back to it. There's a few people we can stop and farm along the way, if we so choose. I probably will off-screen. Anyways, Yugi versus Bakura. Literally the same text as before. He turns into Yami. And there's not a labyrinth wall in sight this time around. Not a labyrinth wall in sight this time around. The good news is, though... Oh, wow. I didn't even start with 2 zombies. Rip. Well, it's not like I need these 2 dragons in my hand anyways. He can get in on me. Okay, so this guy right here, for whatever reason, this is actually a decent... This is decent. What can I do here? I'm gonna ditch this, because I need 1 zombie. I love how I'm drawing everything but my zombies. Interesting about this man's drop pool, if you somehow created, what was it? Barrel Dragon. It has a ritual summon. It has a ritual summon property. Here's why I wanted that. If you somehow created Barrel Dragon on BCD, he has a generous, I believe it's 100 out of 2048 chance to just straight up drop Zerk Dragon. I have no idea why this is, but it's welcome if you really want some staying power in your deck for just, you know, big strong monsters. That's how you make Hades. I'll have to remember that. Yeah, I like how that says Hades, because apparently we Americans can't stomach the word Hades whatsoever. Extremely dumb. Let's go ahead and make this. This is why those swords come in handy. Because now I can take this guy. I can take this guy out, he says, as Hades has 50 more. Guys, I am amazing at this game. This is right after my farm. Hey, don't do that. I need that attack power. Alright, see, now we're going to have a problem. Let me just speed this up a bit. Yeah, see, we're going to have a bit of an issue here, aren't we? Ah, it's a stone statue. Man, I thought he had stronger cards than that. Guess only when he fused. Well, we're going to BCD him, but I never made Barrel Dragon, so I can't get one. And that's fine, because Barrel Dragon is just hot garbage. The Barrel Dragon isn't that great. It's a 2600 machine, so if you're playing Wastelands, you can power it up to 31. But it's like, by this point, you should have Zerk Dragon Turbo grind it out. Or if not even that, maybe you stopped by Weevil and decided I wanted to play Insects instead. Farm out an Insect Queen or two, just get your big ol' Aztekapede engine running. It isn't even that much good stuff. That was a Skull Knight number 2. Skull Knight number 2's crap. Anyways, it's the exact same. We're going to go ahead and rock a save here. And a state. Because now it is time, guys, for easily just this is probably the hardest duel in the entire friggin', yeah, if you can see that title card down there, we're fighting Kaiba. He's here, of course, to save his brother. So, let's see how many times he kicks my ass. Kaiba is an outright jerk, and it is all because of one monster he can summon on you. Potentially 2. Kaiba in his deck holds, of course, the 3 Blue Eyes, standard procedure. But he holds a few more surprises. He has Blue Eyes Shining Dragon in his deck, which gained a very nasty ability going from the self-contained emulator over to the over to the definitive edition release. And that effect is that for every Blue Eyes monster, Blue Eyes White Dragon and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in your deck, you get an additional 300 attack power. Doesn't seem like much, but you can run 3 of both, and for one time, you can play a Blue Eyes Shining Dragon with 4,800 attack. That beats everything you could possibly make at this stage. This is why you want Buster Rancher. I am going to be able to A-rank this guy. Yeah, I just A-ranked him. So, his A pool, this is one of the more important farms if you're looking to do stuff in the post-game. Nice Garma Sword, that's a Gate Guardian requirement. The reason is because he has Blue Eyes White Dragon at a 2, and you need 3 of them. He is the only character in the game to drop Blue Eyes White Dragon. By the way, that's a victory. So that's nice. Very nice. I doubt we're going to see anything substantial. Also, he has a pretty good drop rate of Dragon Zombie, so if you don't want to farm Keith, then go farm that. This is a decent drop, Meteor Dragon, because the next character will drop Red Eyes. Ooh, there it is, Z Metal Tank. I can actually make a XYZ Dragon Cannon now. Victoria. Am I going to get anything? Nah. Of course I didn't get anything actually good. This is campaign mode. I'm not supposed to get things like Cyber Dragon. We're going to go ahead and overwrite that save and leave. Because next up is Joey Wheeler. We'll play a Righteous Duel. And what will we use for Joey? Oh, I know exactly what we'll use. So, Joey is substantially easier. Let's see, can I make it? Yes. 4, 5. I'm not worried about ASing him or BCDing him right now because I honestly don't want to farm Joey nearly as much as I'm used to doing. But his strongest monster, I believe, is Guilford the Lightning, which is, thankfully, a lot weaker. About to say, I better not have used somebody. But he has his usual stuff. Cybertech, Alligator. He does drop Jinzo, which does have trap immunity, but it's a very meh drop at best, so I wouldn't even recommend going after it. Where are my manners? Where are my manners? I'm just playing on autopilot. Oh well. Still, Joey's not the hardest duelist ever. Joey's just there. His drop rate of Red Eyes, I think it is a... I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. I think it's a 12. It's not that generous, because there's no way in hell I'm getting it here. How about I stop opening my mouth and assuming that I'll never get good drops? Hey, and right there's his brother. So yeah, you can fuse MBD now by just beating him. Ooh, End Time Wizard. Celtic, another behemoth. I think that's all I got, yep. So how about that? I think that deserves a unused theme. I have no idea where they play this in Falsebound Kingdom. But, yeah. Okay, what time are we at? 12 minutes. Easy. Alright. Let's see here. Dark Knight. No. That's not until way later. I'm looking at the playlist I got going here. I actually have a theme prepared for Pegasus, which is good. Turn the music up a little bit louder because the mix that I gotta play here. Mr. Maximilian Pegasus! I'm glad they kept that line in. Alright, I'm gonna stay here just so that we don't have to go through all that dialogue again. It is time, guys, for the Maximilian Pegasus duel. Are you excited? I'm excited. So excited, I think I have the perfect theme for this guy. Yeah, I went Got Lancastrians. It's fitting, okay? I think it's fitting enough. Alright, what can I do here? This is actually a really good start, because I can immediately make Berserk Dragon. Fiddle with my headset because the right speaker... Oh man, there goes that soda pop. Not soda pop, sparkling water. It's just this generic dollar store brand of stuff, but this is actually decent taste. Mixed berry. Alright, let's see what I can do here. Oh, I can just make another. Pegasus does not have anything interesting in his drop pool, aside from a high chance of dropping Relinquished if you didn't start with it in your deck. Useful information if you're going for the hundo. Oh wow, so that's that high Arbiter guy I've heard a lot about. That's decent attack power. A 3k beater, and you can actually win that from the high mages later. Aria and Aurea. I should probably keep that in mind and pay attention to the actual card names. Alright. There's Creator. That card is nasty later on, just because it is a big wall. When played on Mountain or Umi, you have to deal with a 3.9k body. As you can see here, he's not going to drop me much. Mucus Yoke. Sunlit Unicorn. Ah, good. Actually got a couple of pyros. That'll be nice. Awesome. Pegasus is finished. This victory is our. Yeah, Yugi, you won! In all caps. See, I have pictures right from the anime. But there we go. And now the game continues just like normal. Nobody here. Alright. So, we're gonna go ahead and do the usual thing we need to do here. That I always do when I start. Go to the parents' tomb, go to the Forbidden Ruins, and then we leave this place. So, we go to the Pharaoh's Palace and we're gonna duel somebody. So, let's prepare for the Mage Soldier. Search and... Huh, no Mage Soldier. This is not a bug. There is actually a duelist we can fight there, but the stipulation is stupid for how do you unlock him. Let's give the map. Look at the map. It shows you, hey, this is how you see the shrines that have all the Millennium items, blah, blah, blah. We look at the drawing because we can. I want to know what that monster, you know, the dog legs and everything, I want to know what he is. Anyways, let's go ahead and do the usual. Go to the old duel ground. Hello, you fruity-looking Egyptian. Seriously, like, just... I don't know what it is. I think it's the eyes. And the hair. We don't want to duel any of these guys just yet. As you can see, I'm still around. Alright, let's go ahead and pop a state. I think I'll show 2 more duels and then we'll call it an episode. This is our stop. We want to down the Sea Shrine first. The Sea Shrine is, once again, the easiest, but we're going to need to set our deck up just a hair. Just a hair. This is the only time I'm ever going to play this again, so... So, the High Mages. Very important that you don't squander too much of your potential here. I have my Regeki, that helps, but I actually want to take out 2 of my zombies and 1 of my dragons. So I can fit, if I can find it. There it is. You want field presence. Field presence is very important in these duels, especially as it is now. So only rock a state, and let's go. He does play primarily Neptune monsters, so we should be fine by just sticking to Pluto. Unless he plays Zavagishki Zelgius. And he did not, so we're good. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna play the moon. This is exactly what I mean. Look at that attack factor. 3,900. He can body you very easily. And just like that, he can't body me anymore. The other dangerous part is if he decides to, he can stack those together and just really ruin your day. So I got lucky there. It was twin-headed, right? You know, good old boy twin-headed for the OG non-RNG Manip speedruns. We remember him. I'm not too worried about what I get from these guys, because they're not that amazing. Let's just change field again and end this. But one of these 2 guys, I think it's either this guy or Sekmaton, they can drop Suijin, which is, as you know, one of the 3 pieces needed. Londono, Made in the Aqua, Ocean's Keeper, Kryushin, you were good. The beginning. And that's kind of the problem I have with the drop pools. The game is very reliant on you doing fusions to get your power, and they don't really give you a whole lot to work with outside of a very few specific things. And it's all for the sake of getting all the duelists, you know, Beyond Egypt and stuff, so much more power to kind of tip the scale against you as quickly as possible. You weren't meant to win! Yes, I was. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this guy's design. I also like the interior design of this. If anybody has a way of ripping the Sea Shrine background for your computer, could you do that and let me know? I really like it. Thank you. Alright. So, rock another state because this is it. See how good we do here. I'm gonna go ahead and set my Regeki because I need one zombie. I'll take the damage. Unless he Feather Dusters me. That's gonna be a trap. Kind of trap. Probably an ATH. This is good. This is good. So I have exactly one issue with this. He can create or embody me, and there's a trap on field. So I don't know what he's gonna play. It's likely he just plays Crab Turtle, and that no, that doesn't get over me. Oh, Avigishki. That's the only reason he got over me. That's a Snapple Top fact. Alright, I need to trigger that trap. Because otherwise I just lose here. Funny enough, Avigishki Zelgigus does get himself down by 1,000, so let's get that trap out of the way. Yeah, it was Nutrient Z. So he gained, if my attacking... Uh-oh. 3,800. I'm in trouble. Yeah, I think I lose this. Saved by the Skull Servant. This is why you play King of the Skull Servants. Bam. Sure as hell ain't ASing him. That's kind of a shame because he's something I gotta farm later. Not bad though. I'm glad that happened. Sometimes one draw is all it takes to swing a duel into your favor. Remember guys, destiny draws do exist. Let's see. There's Death Frog. Again, they think we can't handle the word death. Like, come on. I know Konami markets this as a kid's game, but is this really a kid's game anymore? Can we just be real for a second? I remember when the censorship laws were a lot more lax, so we could actually see a little bit of skin here and there. I'm not trying to creep or anything, because, again, to quote Mr. Torg from Borderlands 2, there is nothing more badass than treating a lady with respect. Remember that, guys. Always treat ladies with respect. Anyways, quite off topic, we won. D. Got a D. Yep. At least we won. Gazagagagio, Ghost Ship, Puny Bear. I like that typo. 30,000-year-old with turtle. There's Thunder Dragon, Power Kaishin. That's an equip. You are powerful, but you don't stand a chance against Master Bakora. Whoops! Did not mean to do that. Hang on, let me kick this guy's ass. Mistakes happen. Let me just quickly kick the shit. Did I just... Huh. You make one mistake. There's Aurea, the High Arbiter, as I mentioned before. Hang on. Let's see here. I'm gonna just do that. And get his trap out the way. And it's Alter for Tribute. That destroys the attacking monster, and you gain 1,000. There we go, that'll be nice. This should be able to hold up against most of what he has. Most of what he has. There we are. 3,500. Much better. Ultimate Insect level 7. That's what that is. I did not mean to do that. I hate... Don't you love when that happens, kids, when you misclick? Oh, well. Let me just quickly take care of this. I'll feature him later. Yeah, we'll see what we won. Once a kind of dark unicorn zebra thing. Yeah, we'll hit return. Hello there! Yeah, I wanted to save my game instead of fight the Force Mage. But it's fine to fight the Force Mage. There is something, if you really want it, there is something you can fight him for. So it's not the worst thing in the world that that happened, but I'm not going to fight him because I don't need to. Anyways, next time we meet, I'm going to show you how to tech High Mage Sekmaton. The best way to do so, because as of right now, because we beat him, there are a few cards we can obtain that can strengthen our spell power. As well as I want to power him a couple of times so I can see if I can get a couple of materials, if that. It's really only one, because I really don't care about the other one. The only material for Gate Guardian I really need is Kazijin. And I have a good spot for where I'm going to farm that out much later. Excuse me. So until then, this is Ragnar signing out. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. And I will see you guys later. Take it easy.